Good morning, my lovely students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing well. So, welcome to English online class. In today's class, we are going to do the revision of all the curves which we have learned so far. And after that, we will do book exercise in our book. So, my little tiny toes, before I start my today's class, I request you kindly keep your English part 1 book with you. You also have to keep one pencil and one eraser. So I request all my little tiny toes, be ready with your English part 1 book, pencil and eraser. So as you all are ready with all the stuff, so let's start today's class. So my little tiny toes, before we start our today's class, let's do a quick recap of alphabet A to Z. So let's begin. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Well done, my little tiny toes. You all did a great job. Now I request you, please open your water bottle and have a sip of water. So everyone quickly drink little water from your bottle. Very good. Okay, my little tiny toes. Now let's do a quick recap of all the curves which we have learned so far. So which curve is this? This is right open curve. Which curve is this? This is right open curve. So my little tiny toes, can you tell me why we call this curve as a right open curve? Because the mouth is open on the right direction. The curve is open on the right side. That's why we called it right open curve. So repeat after me. Right open curve. Very good. Let's move. This is left open curve. Which curve is this? This is left open curve. And again I am going to ask you the same question. Why we call this curve as a left open curve? Can anybody answer me? Yes. This is left open curve because the mouth is open on the left side. The mouth of this curve is open on the left side. So this is left open curve. Now next is upward open curve. So you have to take out your thumb. Now upward open curve. So can you see the direction of the thumb is on the upward side. And same goes with the curve. This curve is open on the upward direction. So this is called upward open curve. The mouth is open on which direction? Upward. So this is upward open curve. The next one is, this is downward open curve. And why we call this curve as a downward open curve? Because the mouth is open on the downward direction. You have to put your thumbs towards the downward direction. Yes, this is downward open curve because the mouth is open on the downward direction. So let's do a quick recap. Right open curve, left open curve, upward open curve, downward open curve. So now let's move on towards the book exercise. So my little tiny toes, I request you kindly open your English part 1 book. In this book, you all have to open page number 1616. 1616. On this page, we are going to trace the downward direction curve. So, whenever you do the tracing work, make sure you will trace on the proper dots. Your pencil should not go outside the dots. So, be very careful while you do the tracing of curves or any other letters or any other number. So, we are going to do the tracing of downward open curve, downward open curve, downward open curve. So, this is how you all have to do. This is downward open curve. So, let's repeat downward open curve. So, we always start from left side and then move on towards the right side. So, this is my left side. So, I am going to trace it from left side and slowly I move towards the rightward direction. So, this is how you all have to complete this work in the class. There is no homework for English. We are going to do the work in the class. So, there is no homework. So, I request all my little tiny toes, complete your work, and whenever school will reopen, you all have to submit your book and I am going to check it. So, my little tiny toes, this is how you have to trace these downward curve. So, my little tiny toes, I hope this class was useful for you. So, keep on practicing. Let's meet in my new class. Till then, bye bye my little tiny toes.